Hi, welcome back to Spine and Rehab Specialist for another Wellness Wednesday for another edition of Sitting Strong exercises. Today we're going to go over 6 different exercise sequences that you can do while sitting down if you've had a thoracic sprain.
Alright, so the first one we're going to start off with, we call it extra rotation series. We have some 1 pound weights here. You can actually use a can of corn, can of soup, whatever you have on there. Usually 16 ounces more or less as your pound right there. So what we're going to be doing here, so we have, first we'll show you a modified version and then the full on version. So if we're going to do modified, you can go forward like this, just like a little hook, and then diagonal, and then out to the side just like that. So nice movements right there. Stay up nice and tall. Keep your shoulder blades squeezed together. Alright, so if you want to take this up a little bit, bring it all the way up. Like this, all the way out and up. Remember, same thing with the posture. Stay nice and tall for each rep. With this one, I usually do between 10 to 15 reps.
The main thing is also increasing the range as you feel more comfortable, as you feel stronger, definitely as you have less pain. So keep the motion small at the very beginning, but then chase that motion once you're feeling better.
All right. So the next one we're gonna do, I call it a swimmer press. So basically, what you're gonna do is a bicep curl, and you're gonna go all the way up here, and then back down, and then uncurl. So how we can modify that is you can do the curl, come up about halfway, in and then down. Same thing. Stay up nice and tall, squeeze those shoulder blades together, come back in. No matter what you have, you're definitely gonna start to feel this after a few reps. It's sort of the same thing. As you start to feel better, you can go increase that range a little bit. Just make sure your form doesn't get sloppy and do not drop all the way to the bottom. So don't let it fall on you. Cool. All right, so for the next one here, we're actually gonna hold the weights palm side up, thumbs out like this. You're gonna stay up nice and tall. Shoulder blades are gonna squeeze together as you come out, come back in. So your elbows are actually never gonna leave your ribs. So this is another one that you can do in small doses if you like, just so long as you're getting a nice squeeze between those shoulder blades every time you do. That's the key right there. So now the next one we're going to talk about is the kayak. So I have a towel here you can use. Earl has a stretch out strap, but you can also use a dog leash if you have one at the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to be holding it. Your hands are going to be like this on your towel or your strap, whatever. You're going to come up and just like an X motion, come across. Okay, so to modify this, you're going to start about halfway, just so long as you're getting a nice twist at the end. Squeeze your stomach as you're going down. If you want to modify this, go all the way up, you can, absolutely. All the way up, all the way down. Here, good. So you do about 10 to 15 reps, you're actually going to switch sides. So what you do to one side, you do the other, just like a math equation. All the way up, all the way down.
Oh, should change my grip around there too. Okay. So is it like that? Both?
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Back of the hand. There you go.
There we go. All right.
All right. So next we're going to talk about is sort of a seated dead bug. There's a few ways you can do this. What I usually have is if you're going to do a modified version, arms out here, twist, hand to knee. So sort of a march and I guess tap, if you will, hand to knee. As you want to progress this, you can actually lift your arms higher. Make sure you're really getting a nice twist here. Breathe every time you do this, and like I tell everybody, just make sure you smile. Good. And this one, same thing, about 10 to 15 reps.
Okay. So next thing you want to do, so once you feel pretty good with doing all those exercises, you want to make sure you can move in all directions that upper back's supposed to move. So that's bending backwards, bending forward, and a lot of rotation. So we can start with maybe a little bit of extension. So different ways to do that. You can have your arms crossed across your body, sitting more towards like the edge of the chair, leaning forward a little bit, and then just arching to the back and pointing those elbows up at the ceiling. That causes any problems on the shoulders. What you can always do is have your hands right here, behind your neck, or just resting on your shoulders, something like that. Just don't flare them out. Keep them right here, right in front, and point those elbows up at the ceiling. Then you can do anywhere maybe like 15 reps of that. Then if you want to work on bending forward, you don't want to just lean forward. You want to curl yourself down. It's like you're rolling yourself into a ball. So cross your arms here, and then lead down with your head and roll into a ball, really trying to bend that back over. Even better, as you're going down, you want to blow out. Kind of take a deep breath in, and then blow out. That gets the diaphragm out of the way, gives you a little bit more motion. Same thing for the rotation. Even for when you're going backwards, you can blow out as you're rotating, you're bending backwards or bending forward. So the rotating, arms right here, and then legs stay still, and then rotating through that upper back. Deep breath in, and then turn. Again, letting that discomfort be your guide as you go through all this, gradually chasing that motion as you feel more comfortable and you feel everything's kind of loosening up. Again, about 10-15 repetitions of that should be good. Those are 6 different exercise sequences you can do if you've had a thoracic sprain. So with all of these exercises, I mean, pretty high reps, 10 to 15 repetitions, and you can either do multiple sets of them, 2 or 3, or you can just do them all as a circuit, one right after the other, or just kind of mix and match, whatever feels better for you, or whatever you're missing at that time. And if you're still having problems with that, make sure to come over and check us out. One of our physical therapists can help you out with that, see what needs to be worked on, and see if we need to maybe refer you back to your doctor or physician for further assessment. So make sure you join us tomorrow for our Thirsty for Knowledge Thursdays, where Harry Koster and Durant will go over thoracic sprains, what they are, how they happen, and more on how we can help you with those here at Spine and Rehab Specialist.